a woman's career money status does not make her more attractive to men. Nikki, you disagreed. Let's see, there were a couple other disagrees on that. It was Milena, you disagree. Jay, you disagree. Laura, you disagree. Nikki, starting with you, why do you disagree with that?
It was wait.
So okay.
Yeah, can you read it like
so? Okay, for example, like I would say, and this is related to the prompt, most men, like if you're a really high earning woman, he's not going to be like more attracted to you.
I feel like certain ones are though, because I've met plenty of guys in the club who they all like that we have our money up, and they tell me that they don't want to be with their girls because their girls are like, don't get to the bag the same way, which is like not their fault.
So I acknowledge that men will even say this, and I also think it would be like really suboptimal as a guy to like, if you're on a date with a girl and she's kind of career oriented and she's like successful, I think it'd be a really bad move if you're trying to like either sleep with her or even date her to say like, oh yeah, fuck your career. Like, because I'm sure you guys are all going to agree with the following statement. Will men lie to get you into bed?
They lie all the time.
I'm more interested in looking at like not so much, this is almost, I guess, a criticism of men. Not really interested in looking so much at what men say. This also applies to women, but what they do. So like, for example, like the guy who says, oh yeah, I do that. And I've had like, I remember I had a male friend who he was a software engineer, and he's like, because I make this much money, I really want to date a girl who's kind of on my level. But being a software engineer, that like removed a lot of women from his dating pool. And then like he ended up dating like some dance instructor who's making like $40K a year. And so it's like men say one thing, they'll say it, and some men will say it either because they think it's like the politically correct thing to say, and they don't want to come off as offensive, or you're a career woman and he's either trying to flatter you, he's trying to flatter you, and he's trying to sleep with you, and saying like, oh, your career, fuck that, don't care at all. Probably not going to be very like conducive to getting you into bed or into a relationship.
As a therapist in training,
tell us.
What I will say is that women fall in love with their ears and men fall in love with their eyes.
Yes. Good point, Cassie.
So like a man, and I've had men tell me this out of confidence, whatever, they will say, I will tell a woman whatever I need to in order to fuck. And that's what they do, because they want to. And if a woman sees a man's actions is not aligning with what he says, then she shouldn't give him sex. But because she gives him sex because he's saying what she wants to hear, because she told him what she wanted out of the relationship, then when he gets access to sex, then he's like, okay, this is great. And after a few times, then he moves on to the next one after it gets boring, because he doesn't really know you as you. He knows you as beautiful, what are you, Thai?
Cambodian.
Beautiful Thai, Cambodian woman, you know? So like after that, after he gets bored, he moves on to the next one. And it's not his fault. It's because he feels like he has to tell you what you want to hear in order to get access to your, you know? And like
the
as
canal.
Yeah. And like
a hole.
Straight to
Wait, so
cabinet,
okay,
if you will.
I guess
Cabinet.
I'm going to try to blast through these as quick as possible. Women's career, I think typically, like for example, a man who's an attorney, he's probably like, could be a very high earner. He's probably going to be like, yeah, I'll date a girl who works at Starbucks. If she's hot, I'll date a girl who works at Starbucks. If she's hot, I'll date a girl who works at Chick-fil-A. I tend to agree with this. I'm doing decently myself. Don't really care at all about. In fact, the more money I started to earn, the less I even care. Like I could see like a guy looking at it pragmatically if he's like, I don't know, he could be thinking like, okay, well, I want to have a family, and I know I'm not going to be able to support this family just off of my income. So it could become like part of the equation, but it's still going to be like really low on the totem pole. I don't think like he's going to ultimately, if some like really hot chick who's maybe not in debt, but like works a, I don't know, minimum wage job, barista, she's probably going to be able, that more attractive Chick-fil-A worker is going to be able to outcompete his potential other partners who are higher earners. Like, So,
I
for
was-
shizzle.
I was just
I don't
thinking
know who
like
said that. She liked it then, whatever.
I just feel like that status stuff not
Chill, bro. Chill, Darkadia.
I was waiting for a comment to come out your mouth. I
Relax.
was waiting for it.
Chill.
I feel like the status does matter because like the guy's not gonna want to be with a girl who's a bum who doesn't have a job and all that.
He
So
Sign
doesn't
me up,
care.
bro.
He
Sign
doesn't
me up. I don't
care.
well, maybe you don't, but I know a lot of guys, like the guys that come into the club, they literally tell me they don't want to be with like a girl who has no money. Like
They will tell
Yeah,
you
but that's
whatever
the
they
club.
need.
They're trying to
you.
fuck.
That's the
well, yeah, true,
club.
but
They're
like,
trying
even
to get some
outside, like
Cambodian coochie.
I
bro.
feel like every guy I know
Well,
just says what you want to hear because that's how it is for me. Like
Yeah.
so many guys tell me that they're not gonna want like a girl who's homeless and doesn't have any money. Like they want a girl who's got her
Well,
money
yeah, I don't
up.
want a homeless
Yeah, but
woman.
also,
Yeah.
would
That's what I was
you,
gonna
would
say.
you also
Answer next.
agree
That's why
That,
I
like-
put that as my
that like
opinion.
more like independent women are more attractive?
Yes,
What-
yes,
what
that's
do you
what I
mean
feel like.
independent?
Like
Independent women, like women that make money.
Yeah, like-
Wouldn't
Are
that,
more
wouldn't,
attractive?
Yeah,
Independent
no,
women
the
are more
independent,
attractive
like, you
if
know,
they're
like-
attractive. That's how dudes see
wait,
it.
wait.
I mean, I
pause.
don't want her life to be a total shit show mess.
Yeah.
But like,
so
But like independent, like she's confidently knowing what the fuck she's doing with her life, you know, like independent type of like. Would you,
you
find
mean
that
career?
career anything like you know like she's
I
on
mean,
her
she's
shit.
confident about being
Or
with
just
me.
like not
Yeah.
relying
Sign me
on you
up.
for everything.
Yeah. I
But like
guess.
yeah, so you would think that was more attractive, right? Like with
Yeah,
men,
yeah,
yeah,
because-
because actually I'm not
yeah,
gonna say that.
like
Yes,
Ariana Grande.
What's your
Why I
job?
put
You know,
that as my opinion.
What's your job?
I'm a
Because-
babysitter.
Okay. You do that like 12 hours a week or something? Or?
Yeah, like well, it's like I babysit 3 different families.
Okay. All right. What were you
That's
saying?
good money.
That's why I put that as my opinion because
Yeah.
all of my guy friends, they aren't attracted to a girl if they're not independent and like have a passion and
Really?
like
That's why
yeah.
she creates like new passions like every day.
I mean, I guess they're like the. What is that? The
Hobbies.
the hobosexuals, who like they're looking. Wait, who had that? Somebody.
I'm pretty sure
I
that was
feel
my
like-
ex was a homosexual.
He was a homosexual.
I'm
So
pretty
what's a
sure he was.
homosexual?
Oh, it's like a broke guy who's like trying to live with a chick, and she, so it's
Oh,
like,
that's like
Oh, so he has sex with her
No.
to live with her?
yeah, basically.
Oh.
I think there's another term for it, but anyways, whatever.
like squatting
One
or
of my-
something.
Yeah.
One of my close guy friends is in a long-term relationship and he was telling me the other day like I'm not going to marry this person because she's only making this amount of money annually.
But does he make more than that?
He's rich as and
Why,
he
then
still
why
cares.
would he care?
Good question.
Well, I mean, the only thing I could think of is like he's thinking, okay, well, if I marry her and she's not making any money, and if the relationship ends, then like in the event of a divorce,
She's taking everything.
but I think that's
I
looking
think for
at
him
it.
it has
but,
to do with drive from the
but I think-
conversation.
what's that?
I feel like if you look at it from that perspective, you're going into a relationship like thinking about.
Yeah.
If you're going to a relationship thinking about the divorce, then like.
Yeah, but I think that has more to. That's not anything to do with attraction. It's more like he's trying to like protect his own finances. But I don't think he would be like more attracted. Like the girl's more attractive because
His words was that she's going nowhere in life.
well, he's in a relationship with her, so he's obviously like
She's so
attracted
hot.
to her.
But
So hot.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But that's kind of fucked up. Did you tell her that he's gonna dump her?
No,
He's gonna
he
just
had
keep
told
her
me
around
this
for
like
sex, I
drunk
guess?
in confidence, so I don't feel like it's my place.
he might not even remember telling
I don't want to
you.
get involved.
I
Yeah.
would have got involved.
All right, I'm gonna.
Something I will say too. I want to add to this is
Sure.
I've spent time around a lot. I've spent time around some men who they're either rich already or they're very ambitious, and it's like a lot of them they want someone who kind of also just has that drive.
An asset, not someone that's going to spend all their money.
Exactly. Like they want someone who like a woman who like they know isn't going to depend on them for everything.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like when a woman makes more money, it's like she can afford to become hotter because you know she can afford like nicer clothes, better quality skincare, healthier food, and especially you know when you get older too, like those things become more important for staying hot.
I agree.
Yeah.
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 By the way, to anyone that emails me, I'm not saying your name or information. I'm super scared right now because I'm talking about people's business. But it's okay. You're not saying any names, so you're okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Clients.
Okay, Cassie. Okay, Cassie.
She's like, oh wait, I HIPAA violated.
Oh, fucking
She drank a little too much
was
and did a HIPAA violation.
You're not a therapist yet. Don't worry.
yeah. All right,
Credentials
next
gone.
one. Okay, Nikki.